Who is this? Frogz Master. Wait a minute, what was that guy named again? Frogz Master. Is this actually the one and only and true Frogz Master? It is I, Frogz Master.
Hey everyone, this is Frogz Master, and we actually have a big update today relating with these guys. Some of you are probably wondering what this is that you're seeing. Well, it's not something I edited, and it's not something another collector edited. It is edited, of course, but it's actually from Joe. And you know which Joe I'm talking about. Yeah, he posted it on his Twitter, so go look at it. Come on, you know his name. Go look. Now, something that he stated, which is the only reason why I'm making this, he stated that all of the frogs in this really big picture here were all supposedly released. They should have been released. They should have been sent to all the different stores that they were supposed to go to be put on the shelves. And when looking at all of these, this confirms a few things. Now, something that was pointed out to me yesterday, it was actually something that Frogzy said. But all of the frogs in this picture are probably prototypes. It's something I really didn't think about when looking at frog stock photos, but they are all probably prototype ones, even if some of them don't have the buttons on the hand, or even if they look exactly like the produced one, the released one. It's still like 100% a prototype, and it does make sense that the one that they would get the picture of, to put on the website, yeah, it would be the prototype one, I'm sure. I'm sure they got all of these posted on their website probably days or a week before they actually were put on the shelves in those certain stores. But Mr. Joe went on to say that all of these should have been on those shelves. So, yeah, screen recording, but you can actually hear me. I figured out how to do it, so this won't be too hard to upload or anything. That's good. Obviously, you see ones that we clearly know have been in the stores, ones that we've even seen videos of in the stores, like Red Yeah, that's the shiny one, the fuzzy, Crazy in Love, Shiny Green in the Club, Buzzy Green Ride With Me, yeah, Rapper's Delight, another yeah. They actually got both the versions right there. I didn't realize they were right next to each other. That's the thing, there's shiny frogs and fuzzy frogs in here. But he said that these were all the frogs that they did up to the end of 2005. So they would have been making shiny frogs at the end of 2005, I'm sure. It's just some of these were not actually put out to the public until 2006. Maybe a couple made it there at the end of 2005, but most were 2006. Now, I'm pretty sure these are shiny here. These we're not going to take it. Like, this one looks shiny, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. It is a little hard to tell, but I think they're shiny. So this does mean that the yellow we're not going to take it was in stores. Basically, I would say this is like a 95% chance sort of thing now. Now that we see all of these here. And 95% of the frogs that are in this picture were definitely produced because people have them and they've just been seen in stores. And they were on their website too. That's another thing. And they were on the checklist. And pretty much everything that was on the updated Frogz checklist was released. So I'm just kind of showing all of them here. So all 4 of the Over the Hill Frogs were produced. Now, they won't have the button on the hand, but like these 2 here, they won't be on the hand. And this one we've seen the button on the foot for that one. That's the 40ish birthday or whatever it's called. That's just when I'm 64, but that one there is the 50 years young one. Still sings the same song though. And that's the Street Beater one. So again, that was in stores. And of course, Green No Scrubs, which we know that was produced. It was on the checklist anyway though. Blue Happy Birthday. A couple people got that. Some regular ones we know. Future So Bright, obviously the prototype one. But all of these are prototype. Trust me. There's the Get the Party Started's. Supposed to be a green Happy Birthday, but that sure has a weird shade of green. Either that or the lighting was like somehow crazy bad in the picture they got of it. Celebration with the hat, and then look up there. I've pretty much shown all of them. You got a few of the country ones over here that of course were released, and maybe One More Time. Yellow Wannabe right there. And Blue Livin' La Vida Loca. You know, they're all here. It's just, with some of these you could just easily tell it's the prototype ones anyway. Like Blue Whippet, obviously. And, actually, I think this picture of Purple in the Club had never been seen before. Because you know which picture of Purple in the Club had always been shown. I also feel like that Rapper's Delight wasn't the picture we usually saw. That Pink Push It we've seen before. Not on the website, though. At least I don't think you can see that on Wayback. I think you couldn't see either of them on there. But that means Pink Push It was released too. But of course the pink one was, if the green one was. You just saw a cat for a second. That was it. That was a mistake. Yeah. This is all edited pretty good. A couple of them are a little bit larger than the others. But it still looks nice. Yeah, this was probably done in must have been done in 2005. I don't think this is something he just edited. I feel like this was probably something that was done way back, 15 years ago. Now look, here's the other big thing though. The military frogs are in here. Now, not that 5th one, which I think sang America the Beautiful, or it was supposed to. That one is not here. Only the Air Force, Navy, Army, and Marines ones are here. But still, that's 4 military frogs that must have all been in stores. Because they're with all the ones we know. Like these 3. And those 3. And that right there is a fuzzy Red Nose Scrubs. I really don't think a fuzzy Red Nose Scrubs ever made it in stores, though. Really think someone would have one by now, considering all the Red Nose Scrubs videos that there are. There's Orange My Sharona. Yeah, you've seen all of them. I've went around all of these. But there's still one more thing, which I'm sure you know. You've been seeing them so much already. The Poker Frogs. Both the blue and the green. Love of Money. That is their song. I guess those were released in stores too. But we still don't really know where. But it had to have been one of them. I mean, it's not too many different stores it could have been. But still, it could have been from 8 different stores. Walmart, Target, Walgreens. and KB Toys, Rite Aid, Kohl's. So yeah, close to 8. There's probably a couple more in there. Like Kroger, I think Kroger was a store that did have a couple Frogz. Oh yeah, Pink Happy Birthday is there too. Now obviously, not all the Frogz are here, but that's because this was just the Frogz up to the end of 2005. So, of course, they wouldn't all be here. I mean, there's some that I have that aren't on here, obviously. There's some that all of you have that aren't on here, because this is just for that 1 year. But this is still quite a bit. And now we know that some shiny ones were being made in 2005, but we probably could all tell that already, because they were having some in the stores pretty early in 2006. So, you know, this one just looks so big compared to the green wannabe right here. Speaking of wannabe, and there's something else I want to say too. That yellow wannabe that's on Jemmy's website, you know which one. It's not here. So that definitely did not make it in the stores. Now, a fuzzy version of this did, which you still could talk about how maybe, just maybe, the fuzzy version of Yellow Wannabe looks like that weird one with the different outfit, but I don't think so. It's probably just fuzzy yellow like this, I'm sure. I'm surprised that that's not here, though. Then again, there's not a fuzzy green wannabe seen here. It's a mixture of shiny and fuzzy. You'd expect some fuzzy Frogz to be on here instead of the shiny ones, and, well, I guess not really the other way around, but you'd expect more fuzzy on here, I think. Yeah, that's green, you can't touch this, and you don't really want to hear any more of these, I think, because there's no reason to say each and every one of them. You know all these already. But mainly the big 3 things here to really put out there now is that all 4 of these over the hill Frogz were released. All 4 of these military Frogz were released. And the 2 poker Frogz must have been released. I mean, Joe didn't confirm it, but he said probably, and seeing as a lot of these other ones people have already, multiple people, and a lot of these have been seen in videos, in stores, it would be weird if a couple of these in this picture weren't in the stores while all these other ones were, so they must have been. Now, the military Frogz may have only been released in military, like, shops and stuff like that. Maybe. That would make sense. Jemmy has done that before. They actually still do it now. So, yeah, that would make sense as to why they're rare. I also feel like people buying military Frogz probably wouldn't sell them because they would be important to them or to whoever, as it's actually relatable in a way anyway. As for these over the hill and poker ones, I don't know, they're just rare. I would say 100% released though, but maybe some of you still think the other way. I'm just saying, so many of the other ones in here were released, and we know that 100%. The pink push it, I'm sure, does not have that face, and I'm sure the head does not look like that, because, like I've been saying, these are all prototypes. Some it's obvious, others may not look like it, but they gotta be. Especially when you think all of these were definitely being taken, they were getting, you know, all at the same time, I would think. They probably did multiple ones at the same time, getting the pictures. And they wouldn't, you know, grab prototypes and then grab produced ones. They would have specific ones already to get a picture of, and those would all be the prototypes. It just makes more sense. Well, I suppose that's it. This is a very nice picture. It's saved on my photos, which is exactly where I am right now, because, oh, you see other things there, like the cat. Okay, you just want to see this. See, I can't tell how long this is right now, but I hope it's not too long, because that won't be good. I might come back to this picture if I find something else to bring up, because this is a good picture to have. This is very nice. It's one of the best pictures in the world, probably. And I'm sure every other human would agree too, because I don't really know what bad there is to say about it. One last thing to say is, oh, wait, there's the other thing. I can't believe I almost forgot. You know what? I'm going to save it for later. So we'll end it with that. Let's just look at the face on him. And, oh, and of course, graduation, get the party started. People have seen this picture already, and that one too. But we'll end it with this one here, because no one has even had it yet. Okay, peace.